It's giving me when I wear a matte lipstick with dry lips. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I love this. This is really cute for like a little smoky eye. Even though I have blush blindness, I like to show it, but it doesn't need to be that extreme. This is not the 80s. I'm confused. I'm not really even sure why they gave us colors for this when there's literally no change at all. You know, unless your family's rich, you're probably not gonna have a mudroom, but if you're playing that way, then, you know, we love that for you. What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Savvy, or Hey Sabrina if you're new here. I don't know why I say that. I'm Hey Sabrina / Savvy, whether you're new or not. Literally, that's me. I don't, that's a terrible intro, but what do you do? Okay, we're not gonna talk about the update, the patch update, because I've literally but we are going to talk about new kits, which we love. New Sims 4 content that's officially from EA, and we hope it doesn't break our game, but this is like CC, so I don't think it's going to. I bought both the Grange Mudroom and the Essential Glam kit with my own moolah. No thanks to EA. They did not give that to me for free. Where are you at, EA? Where are you at? Anyways, I'm actually excited about the grunge. I'm excited about them both. Let's just be honest. Like, I don't know if excited is a word, but I love a new kit. I love to CC shop. So anytime we get kits with like new clothing or makeup or just build furniture, okay, maybe not the build furniture, but because I'm playing the game now and we're not just like living our life in CAS, I'm actually really excited about the Grange Mudroom because I have been watching so many Let's Plays and I've just been so inspired to like really get into the theatrical like aspect of The Sims, which I feel like when you create a character and you start like building in their house and like you really make it them and it's not just not like a trash EA build, then like literally it's just everything. And I love that. And I feel like that's kind of what I was missing, which is why I did a little machinima, my very first machinima ever. If you haven't seen it, I will link it up here, or the Black Widow challenge, because I kind of felt like, although we're only 3 episodes in, it was just getting a little repetitive. Like, okay, we're marrying, we're doing the same activities over and over. And even though the chaos is extremely different in every episode, I just wanted there to be a little bit more depth. Like, we didn't even have the opportunity to like fall in love with any of our husbands. We didn't even know who they were. We knew nothing about them. We were just like rushing into things. So just future note, we're going to be slowing things down a little bit. But with that being said, I'm excited for the new kits. So let me quit rambling on and let's get into it. Okay, first and foremost, what's a little annoying is that I was really excited to take a sneak peek at this. So I opened it up in the EA app and literally there are no swatches of anything. So I have no idea what we're actually getting here without clicking into The Sims, which is kind of frustrating. I think if you're like dabbling in, do I want to buy the kit? Like you want to at least see the sneak peek. It's the same exact thing for the Mud Grange room. Like literally there are no thumbnails of anything that you're getting. So outside of looking at the actual picture itself, you have no idea what the heck's going on. So obviously they're $4.99. It may be worth the purchase. I mean, with all of the CC out there, maybe you skip this. I don't know. We have no idea because we haven't seen. So we're going to go in here and take a peek and see what's going on. Okay, here is our sim. We're going to go ahead and go into the makeup category and turn on the pack. I have all of my CC out of here. So this is just base game and then everything else. Okay, so it looks like we get 6 variations of eyeshadows. Okay. I like that this actually sits on the eye. Okay. Because some eyeshadows are just like a little bit too wild. Let's see what it looks like when you turn down the opacity. Oh, you can do a nice little soft look. Ooh. I love this. This is really cute for like a little smoky eye. Make it brighter, make it darker. Oh, there's a lot of flexibility with that. I actually really do. I really do like that. That's fun. Okay, this next one. Cute. I like that this is subtle, but you can definitely tell that it has some layers. Can turn the opacity down. Turn the saturation up or down, turn the brightness down. Ooh, it's giving a little smoky vibe. I like that when you turn on the brightness, it's kind of smoky. And then when you go to brighter, it's going to like really up that saturation. So cute. Love that. This looks like one that we've already had in the game, but it looks like it's the details a little bit better when it comes to the under eye portion. Ooh, this is cute. Oh, I'm definitely going to be using this. I like this. I'm kind of curious if we're going to get eyelashes. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. It looks like based on how this is highlighted though, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Another little shimmer gland. This looks like if you are a CC person, this kind of looks like a twisted cat. Like I could see this being like a twisted cat collaboration. This is very much a lot of the type of eyes. Ooh, I really like that one too. Again, with the turning the opacity down if you don't want it to be as dramatic. Turn the saturation up. Ooh, I like that green. Is really fun. Ooh, or you can do more of a silver vibe. Go full smoke or full color of saturation. I really like that. This is definitely just a little kind of, I guess it looks kind of smoky. It's just kind of an inner corner moment. So I guess if you were wanting to do maybe a little inner corner moment with some eyeliner, turn the opacity down. I like that actually. I'm gonna see this because this is what I would really use, is this little light inner corner. I think it's all right. You can still see kind of a little bit of a dip. Let's see, turning the saturation down or up, kind of give it more of a natural color. Nice, I like that. And then last but not least, in the eyeshadow category, this is giving a little bit more of like a glitter moment. Can we turn this over? Okay. These are all kind of, oh, maybe it wasn't a glitter moment. It kind of is giving glitter, but like really subtle glitter. Turn the opacity down, saturation up for brighter colors, or the white. Ooh, I like that with the white. That's really cute. Or kind of a little coral moment if you don't know. Coral is like one of my favorite colors. I love it. Okay, so cute for the eyeshadow. Okay, let's remove the eyeshadow and go into see if we have anything in, which it looks like we do. Okay, this is the eyeliner category. So, ooh, a little tight line, a little siren moment. And multiple different shades of kind of just nudes, navies, dark browns. Turn that opacity down if you want to just kind of like smoke it out a little bit. Very cute. Not a whole lot you can do with the brightness and darkness. And in fact, let's change her eyes to one that does not have any EA eyeliner in it. There we go. Give us a little bit more of a look here. I like these eyeliners. These are actually really worth it to me. I feel like it's so hard to find a good eyeliner that actually, ooh, and you got a little like waterline color. That's really cute. Let's see what happens when you turn the saturation down. A light smoke. So not so much of a color change there, but you can turn the saturation up, get a color change. Turn the brightness to be more smoky. Oh, or a little whiteout moment. Okay. Okay. I don't know if I like this one. This is okay, but not my style. Again, turning the opacity down a little bit, saturation. Okay, not my favorite, but you know, maybe good for some people. And then this is just the top line, which I really like. I like that it's kind of coming in neutral colors because, to be honest, although I like a lot of color in my gameplay, I don't play with a lot of color when it comes to makeup. So not a lot of flexibility here with brightness. Opacity, again, you can just kind of turn it white, but not a lot of flexibility there. And then this is just a very simple, and here's where we're going to get our color. So if you want to do, you know, a little pop of color, I almost wish that this was not in the eyeliner category though, so that if you were wanting to do eyeliner, then you could do a pop of color as well as the eyeliner, so you can kind of choose your pop of color. But either way, I still like it. So you can turn down the opacity there. Saturation doesn't do a whole ton. Brightness, darkness, not too much there. So cute, some good options. I really like these three though. The wing liner is everything. Let's check this one out. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's go to eyelashes. Doesn't look like we got any new eyelashes. We did get a few new blushes, so I'm excited for that. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's a little bright, but we're just gonna go through the swatches really quick. Love that it's giving rosy cheeks. I like that it rounds out the cheeks. That's really cute. We have been needing new blushes. So the opacity, you can turn it down. I always turn my opacity down on bleach, even though I have blush blindness. Blush, even though I have blush blindness. I like to show it, but it doesn't need to be that extreme. This is not the 80s. And then of course your saturation and your brightness. Okay, cute. Oh, okay. We got a little e-girl moment here. I like that. Very cute. Nice. Okay, let's look at the opacity. Turning that down. Cute. Oh. It's a little extreme, but we still love it. Okay, very cute. I'm excited for the blushes. Love those. Okay, we have 8 different lip options. I'm really excited for the lips. Okay, let's take a peek. Ooh. So this is just kind of like a nice sheen. I don't know how I feel about this. We got like almost like a cracked lip situation there. It's giving me when I wear a matte lipstick with dry lips.
Yikes.
Let's finish going through the colors. Good color array. Can turn the opacity down. Let's choose a brighter one and see what it's like. Turn the opacity down. Super bright, brightness, darkness, love it. Gives a lot of flexibility. The sliders are so nice. I'm so glad they added the sliders. Okay, this one is kind of an inner darkness around the lips. So lots of neutrals here. Can turn the opacity down. Saturation. Ooh, I like that. Oh, I actually probably would have my sim wear that. I like that. It's giving lip stain, kind of. Can turn the saturation all the way down. Brightness, darkness. Ooh, that's actually really pretty. Turning the brightness down on that one. Cute. Love this too. Again, this is like, I would not be, is this a Twisted Cat collaboration? Did they say? I feel like all of this is giving Twisted Cat. If you follow Twisted Cat on Patreon, they are a CC creator that does a lot of makeup, hair, and accessories. And I love their content. For a while, that's all I played with in the game because I was just like not trying to look for CC, but this has got some good flexibility too. Oh, oh wait, I think I skipped one. Oh, we got a little gloss moment. So this does not look different at all. I'm confused. Guess if you turn up the saturation. I'm not really even sure why they gave us colors for this when there's literally no change at all, even with the saturation turned up. Let's turn up the brightness and see if we get anything there. Literally nothing. Okay, weird. That's a little weird. Okay, that one's kind of, I guess, whatever. They should have just given us one color at that point. Another gloss. This one's looking very similar to the original one that we did. This is the original. Let's see if we can pick a similar color. I don't know. I guess it's not. It's just kind of got that glitter touch to it. Very cute. Turn the opacity down. This is just more, again, of like a gloss. Nice. Love this. This is very trendy right now. This is giving like lip liner look, those lip liner lip stains from TikTok. This is really pretty. I can see a lot of creators really loving this. A lot of cast creators are gonna love this one. Kind of got the overdrawn lip a little bit. You can make it as dramatic as you want. I love that. Cute. Okay, on to the next one. This is more of just like a lipstick with like a sheen. Guess I should mess with hue too. So if you're wanting to do, ooh, some like bold, kind of dramatic. Cute. And then last but not least, this looks like a lip liner slash gloss. It's got a little bit more color to it. Little overdrawn on the lip. Really cute. Love that. Love it. So we've got 4 new features under the face makeup portion. So feature number 1 is like under eye, it looks like. A little under eye brightness moment. Can turn the opacity down, turn the saturation up or down, make it brighter. Okay. And then we've got some beauty moles in different locations. And these are really dark, so you can turn the opacity down to match the skin tone. Let's see what the hue does. The hue doesn't really make it dramatic, so it still kind of keeps it natural. Love that. This is an even brighter under eye. I don't know at what point you would use this. This seems a little dramatic, so I don't really understand. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. And then this one is Looks like a mixture of maybe some highlight contour action. Okay. So maybe I could see this turning the opacity down, messing around with the saturation a little bit just to give your sim just a slight highlight. Okay. Nice. So it looks like we have a faux freckle option, which is really cute. I like that. This is just going to be for across your cheeks because, again, it is a faux freckle moment. So I think the idea is that you're doing this with makeup. So I think that's it. I'm going to get into the game and then we're going to check out the mudroom stuff. Overall, I would say it's worth it. I mean, I think with any Sims content that you get, there's always going to be things in it that you don't like because we're not all the same and there has to be a little bit of flexibility. But I think for like the faux freckles are really cute. The outlining lip is really cute. I like that it adds a little bit more flexibility with highlight and contour. For the blush options alone, literally get this kit. Like it is worth $4.99 because even for me with CC, I have struggled to find good blushes. And so I tend to use always the MAC blush and I always turn the opacity down. So it's really nice to have new blush kits. So I would say it's pretty good. I would say that this is a great addition to the game, especially if you're somebody who does not use CC. This is going to give you all the CC love that you have been missing out on, but in EA as an official kit. So I would rate it a yes to buy. So literally loaded me into the map with Johnny Zest, who has now adopted 2 horses and has no way to feed them or take care of them. If you ask me, that's animal cruelty. So shout out to EA. We love that for them. Okay, so here is the Mud Grange. I downloaded this from the gallery just to kind of show you a finished look. This is by English XNII, just as a quick little how it all is put together, and then I'll go through kind of the swatches. So really cute, all the little accessories that you can put kind of on the cabinetry, the mirror, all of the things, the keys, the sunglasses, very cute. Love the rug. I'm literally obsessed with the rug. But let's get into it. So here are the different swatches. There's about 10 swatches in every single category for the most part. The only one that had less than 10 was actually the sunglasses. And in the sunglass category, you can just change the color of the actual sunglass, but the keys stay the same, which is fine because all of our fobs are pink. Pink. All of our fobs are black, let's be honest. So these are kind of the long style cabinets, and then you have the shorter style cabinets, what's really nice about these that have kind of like shelf space is that you can actually move them in multiple different areas. They don't just snap down to the bottom. They can actually be up higher, as well as these top cabinets. These are going to auto snap to the top, but you can actually move them lower without cheats. Just they will straight up snap to the bottom, no problem. As you can see here, this person stacked multiple of them together to be able to create another kind of long cabinet with the little base there, which is really cute. I love that. I love the color combinations. I think it's going to fit multiple aesthetics. I would have loved to have seen more of like a true black versus like a dark wood. Again, I play with a lot of like gothic style families. Ravenwood is literally my favorite world to play in. So, you know, I'm like one end of the spectrum or not, you know, like I'm literally like hot pink, like give me all the color or give me no color at all. And when I say no color, I mean black. I don't mean white. I'm not like a beige girly. I mean, the beige aesthetic's cute and all, but it's a little too simple for me. So again, you've got the little piece here. I did not put these boxes. This is how they come. So they've got the little like drawers if you wanted to use that, or they have the more long version. You can kind of partner these and stack them together however you want so that they can kind of line up and, you know, be really cute. Love the little benches, love the little pillows and everything. Again, I'm thinking about my goth families, and I just don't know that even though this is dark wood, I just don't know that this blue or this kind of corally red color would be aesthetic for what they're going for as far as a goth family that maybe wants to have a little mud room, if you will, but you know, you can make do. These are the little light swatches that come in. I kind of stacked them here to show you that you can kind of stack them as low. This is again without cheats or without BB build objects. This is just straight up how it snaps. And then of course you've got your mirrors. The rugs, again, I'm so excited about. These rugs are just really, I just love them. We always need good rugs. A good runner is great. I like that this is like a little bit thicker than just like your typical runner, which is really nice. The frames come in a different mixture of woods. So some of them have, you know, light, dark, so on and so forth. The pictures do change based on what's going on in there. I would have, again, I'm just being nitpicky, but it would have been nice to have a different variety of photos to put in there. So I'm not sure if you can change those. These just really change the frame, but for the most part, it's the same photo. The front photo does change a little bit. It's like some type of a sky situation, but I just don't know that this fern in the back is going to fit everyone's aesthetic. So you may or may not use that. It does come with two different wall swatches. So you've got kind of some wallpaper with the paneling, and then you've got your typical just wallpaper with, you know, this kind of top border and bottom border. And then this is the floor, which is actually, it's stone flooring. So this is stone flooring that we have here. So lots of different colors. We always love a new addition to that. There are two different kind of coat hanging situations. So you've got your coat hanging, and then you've got your hat and scarf. Again, these kind of go up and down depending on however you want. They'll kind of snap to different spots. I gave you kind of a different variety here to show you what that would look like. These are all the accessories that come in. I love the accessories. We love a good clutter item. So you've got a mixture of shoes, you've got boots, you've got these cute little baskets with different little like scarves hanging out, a bunch of different frames, but you've got like your little satchel bag, you've got kind of the box here of just mail, little Amazon package, if you will, and then some mail gathered. Again, the keys, and then we do have two new plant items. Not a huge fan of the plant items, but you know, I think it's always fun to just have extra accessories. So overall, I would say both these kits are worth it. I think that even if you don't love every single thing in the kit, you're going to find use for it. These are beautifully structured items. And I would assume that these don't come with any other different sizes and things like you would get with a kitchen. But if you were doing kind of a small kitchen, you still want it to be aesthetic, I think you could use these as kitchen cabinets as well. I think that they would be beautiful additives to that. But I think you're getting a lot with this kit. Very aesthetic, very pleasing. It looks a lot like some of the really good CC creators that we have out there that, you know, we bring into our game that are Maxis Match. And I just love how everything kind of pulls together and can be its own little mudroom. I think that's great for storytelling. You know, unless your family's rich, you're probably not going to have a mudroom. But if you're playing that way, then, you know, we love that for you. So that's basically the gist of it. I'd love to know if you're thinking of buying the pack, if you bought the pack, what you love about the pack, why you're not buying the pack. Let me know down in the comments below. What are your thoughts? I'm really kind of curious as to what everybody's thinking. I know that this patch with the whole body updates completely crashed everyone's games. I know for me, I am actually going to be postponing the Black Widow challenge for just a little bit until I'm too afraid to jump into that save right now. Even though my game loaded fine today, I'm just like, let's give it a little minute because I did go back online. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and thank you so much for subscribing. I post videos, you know, a couple times a week, but for sure at least once a week on Sundays. And then of course I do shorts as well. Thank you guys so much for watching and subscribing. I am just like blown away. When I started this little YouTube channel 3 months ago, I had no idea that like 300 plus of you guys would be following me. And I know that seems like a small number, but when you think about that many people in a room, it's kind of crazy. I had a goal for myself to reach 100 in a year. I wasn't even sure what YouTube was going to be like and what was going to happen, but I have been enjoying myself so much. I am excited for what's to come of the channel. I have a lot of great ideas, and I have been literally having so much fun playing the game. Like, I am shocked at myself that I didn't play this game. Like, I literally would just create Sims and I would just like play for like a second and then I would just be done. So getting into the true storytelling aspect and the imagination portion and creation of The Sims has just been absolutely life-changing. Like, I'm literally obsessed. So anyways, I'm not going to keep rambling on. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm excited to hear what you guys think about these packs, and if you purchase them, please let me know down below, and I will see you guys in the next one.